everyone, it's Elise with a whole bunch of gnats. I'm outside again. It's day 8 of my Happy Life Makeover. And today I want to talk about telling sad stories or poor me stories. I think it's so easy for us to get in the habit of focusing on what's going wrong in our life. And I think by this time most people who could follow movies like What the Bleep or The Secret kind of know that in the science lab now we're really able to kind of beyond prove that thoughts produce things. Science is almost sort of becoming the new religion, and don't take me wrong, I don't mean that it's overcoming religion or it should be the new religion. I'm just saying science has enabled us to actually prove a lot of the things, the theories that we think that are sort of common themes among all religions. And I wanted to talk about what it means to stop telling stories today. I think that it gets really tricky when it comes to changing our habits and our personalities when we don't have a really significant plan. And so sometimes if we take a deep look at ourselves of, what are the common stories I keep telling over and over again? Are they about the same people in my life? My parents, my siblings, my children, my boss, my coworkers, people at church, or any other organization, community organization I belong to? And what is it really that's rubbing me the wrong way about them or about what they're saying or doing? And what I've found is that it always comes back to us, always. There's something about the element of the frustration that always has to do with the core of ourselves. And what I mean by that is, let's say you don't like a particular aspect of a person. You know that saying that says, whatever you don't like in someone else is really something you don't like in yourself? Well, it's kind of true. But if you look at it more deeper and more specifically, say, what is it I really don't like? I think you'll find that whatever it is you're pushing against is something that you really do believe is true in you or could become true, and it's so uncomfortable. Or it's coveting an even deeper truth that you don't want to look at because it's just too painful. Sometimes we covet things like I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not valuable. And of course none of those are true, but we learn those lessons usually early in childhood, and then we go about collecting evidence to prove them. And not always do that consciously. We do that subconsciously, and then we find evidence and we say, aha, see, I'm not worthy, because if I was worthy, that person wouldn't have abandoned me, or they wouldn't treat me like that. And so if you have those thoughts in your subconscious and they're just too painful, then when someone treats you in a way that would make you consciously think you're not lovable, you will push against that person because you don't want that to be true, and so you keep pushing and you make whatever they're doing their fault. Maybe they are doing something really unkind. Maybe they're doing something really hurtful. And if you lined up 100 witnesses, they'd all be on your side. But so what? Actually, because what that does is it delays you to getting to the truth that's within you so that you can repair and heal and move on from that. You can stop telling your poor me stories. When you take responsibility and you decide everything that I'm experiencing external of me is my own creation, then that's the beginning point in which you can begin to really, really heal on a deeper level. And people will always come up with some story about, oh yeah, well, what about the child who was abused, or what about the person who was, done this, that, too. Granted, those are some really uncomfortable and painful stories, and the perpetrators, the person who did the horrible acts, against these people, yes, again, it wasn't very nice. Does that mean I'm blaming the victim or that the victim deserved it? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, the victim had to have had some sort of vibration active within them that drew that to them. Again, be really careful about blaming. I'm not saying the person should be blamed. I'm saying that what we attract is in direct correlation to the vibration that we give out, always. No exceptions to that rule. That's my opinion, actually. So there's plenty of information about these kind of theories and vibration. If you get on YouTube and you type in Abraham-Hicks, on any topic, something will come up, and usually a plethora. I don't even know how many videos are on YouTube. There's probably thousands and thousands, just Abraham Hicks videos, but really good material if you guys want to start checking that out. So, what poor me story are you telling that you might be willing to stop telling? And it's a little gnat crawling across the screen, sorry about that. And I'm not saying that it happens overnight, although there have been stories of people that have changed overnight, but be gentle with yourself and expect that it could take some time. And what commitment are you willing to start taking responsibility and saying, what part am I playing in this? And how can I make this different? Because to think that, we're going to wait for people to be different in order for us to feel good means that we think happiness is external of us. And happiness is never external of us. We can participate in things, we can witness things, we can view things that make us feel good and happy because of our perception of them. Two people can look at the same thing and it bring total pleasure to that person, and another person can look at it and bring total fear or anger. For example, a snake. Some people would love to hold snakes. It brings joy for them. Other people are like, they're paralyzed with fear. So, what story, sad story or poor me story, that you've been telling for a long time or even a short while can you begin to think about changing? And what would be the first step that you would go about to change that? And maybe a second and a third. Think small, change small, and change often. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.